Hi, I'm Kirstin. I teach science in Bloomington, and I'm also the 2025 president of the National Association of Biology Teachers. And I'm excited to talk to you today about field experiences. So, in biology class, there are kind of three major ways that we generate biology knowledge, and this is true for scientists as well. We do lab work, we do computer work, whether that is using DNA databases or building and testing simulations and models. But biologists also, historically and now, have learned the most about the natural world by doing field work. And if you know about Jane Goodall, you know about field work, collecting or measuring data in or designing an experiment that takes place in an actual ecosystem. Now, I don't know about you, but I teach at 7:45 in the morning in a school building and a short period. And it was really a challenge to think about how I could engage my science students in this work that I knew would help support their development in science and engineering practices, particularly the one about communicating what they've learned, while also allowing them to see cross-cutting concepts in an actual ecosystem. So that's where the field experiences came from. They're my answer to figuring out how we can leverage digital tools to support biology learning that's authentic and that engages students with science practices and cross-cutting concepts. It goes a little something like this. Students pick a spot. It could be a very urbanized spot. It could be a very rural spot. They're all interesting. Even a traffic median or a pocket park in a city can be really useful here. And they do a task. The tasks change based on what we're learning and what students have done previously. They bring their knowledge and their learning inside, and they make a digital portfolio of what they've learned. And then critically, they share it with other class members as an authentic project audience and to help us build our understanding of what's happening in nature across the entire area that our school district serves. So what kind of things can you have students do out in the field? One of my favorite is thinking about phenology. This is the study of timing of life cycle events. Think when the leaves show up and when the leaves fall off your favorite tree. And so there are organizations that you can think about doing this work with, like Nature's Notebook or Budburst, and citizen scientists have been using SciStarter to find individualized projects for their region in ways that have been really exciting. I also love when students collect things respectfully and safely from the natural world. It's a way to help them think about surveying a landscape, moving between different scales. And I also love when they get to share it with somebody they're close to build those connections around nature. Interviews are great. The Project Land Talk at Stanford had students do intergenerational interviews on land use in an area and then shared them across the world. We do a similar version of that on a local scale here in Bloomington. My students' favorite thing, though, is recording the soundscapes, doing digital capture of the sounds of the landscape. There are many surprises to be found. So these lessons do allow the 4 C's of creativity, critical thinking, communication, and collaboration to be first and foremost in my classroom. But students love doing these assignments. And I think it really helps them love this magnificent, beautiful state that we live in, that we're all so lucky to share. If you'd like to see my field experiences, you can find them on my website. I'm so glad you joined us today.